Alright, this is going to be a review for an organizer for this 2025 Honda Pilot. Honda Pilot, guys. You've seen it in the videos. And we're going to do the console. Alright, this is a review for a center console organizer tray 2026 Honda Pilot Ridgeline Passport accessories. And this is basically what it's gonna be. It's like a cup holders, some dividers, and a tray. That's the part number if you're looking for it, right there, guys. All the pieces are right there. And we're gonna go set this whole center console up. Alrighty, this is a cup holder protector that can go in here in the middle. Let me see if I get this change out of here. I know a lot of people put stuff in this. This is a pretty big console here. You get all the change, all the pennies. And that's what this is. And what this does is this slides in there. And see how it is? It protects. And you push this in to get it out if you wanted it out. But easy to clean, easy to take out. If your water does happen to spill or soda, you can clean this up and then push all these buttons in and it'll retract it and it'll come back out again. The next thing is, which I think is a pretty neat idea, is this right here. You see how, well, that's my parents' stuff there. So, but you see how it's all this organized, just thrown in there. Let's get this going. And what I like about this is that it has a feature that it turns this into a compartment as well, like a hidden compartment. So that's where this will go. This will go here, and this will be a hidden compartment. So you could put your napkins in here or whatever stuff. And this is a 3M, so let me get it cleaned up and then we'll put that on. Before you put this on, make sure you clean this with alcohol, just in case if you had your car a while and you were armor rolling it and everything. You just want to make sure it's dust free and everything. And like I said, you can see what part goes on the bottom. I peeled the sticky tape in it, and then it's going to be from there to there. And like I said, I think this is, I like this here. And then you just push it right there all the way around. And I like this compartment because it does have a bottom here. So it's not gonna, this is a bottom piece here. So nothing is gonna fall. So when you put it in here, there's a bottom there. So, and like I said, this will be definitely, and I wish they had this in my car from my Hyundai. But that's how easy that is. Like that. Makes it have more compartments. Now this other part that's going to come here, this is for the bottom, and it turns it into an organizer. So not only do you have stuff on the bottom, you can have here. So this is where your change goes. That's the bottom. And I think what this does here is that this should go here. Ooh, I might have it upside down. Yeah, I might have the wrong part first. Okay. That will go here. And then the other part will come across here. So it turns it into like a 4-piece organizer. See it right there? And there you go. See? That's a 4 multi-piece organizer. Right there. And I like that because now when they put stuff in here, because you know my dad has to carry his diapers and stuff, you see the diapers can be there. And then if you wanted just to put your tissues here, it's all separate. And then you can put your sunglasses right here. Okay, we don't need the straw and the other stuff, but like I said, or you could put your napkins in here if you want to, but it's good to hide. I like this. Like I said, I like that. And I like that. Very organized. And then with this here, This here, the 2 clips will go to the back, and this is something that goes up on top. So you see that right there? So now you can put your change and stuff in here if you want to, instead of down in here. And then it comes with these non-slip mats for right here. So it's very, very organized in here. And I know a lot of times, like in my car, you have it all trash in there and everything. And then you have it, see? So that's what you're looking at right there. That whole complete set right there. And again, I think it's by ELECFRESH. There's everything right there. Everything will be in the description and stuff, but no, I mean, you can, like I said, now she could transfer her glasses here, still leave the diapers here. You can even put the diapers here if you want to, but, and then look, voila. And then you can keep your change instead of throwing it all in there. You can keep your change right here. So you see how organized that is, guys? It's a very nice organizer. Again, I'll leave everything in the description. If you happen to have a 25, 26 Honda Passport, I think that's what it goes up to. From 23 to 26, the tray. It'll fit a Ridgeliner, a Passport, and it's an Armrest with a storage box and division. So, and look how organized that is right there. That is very, very organized. And I like I said, I like this. Again, this comes in and out to clean. So, all right, guys, until the next video, thanks for joining us.